we're learning new details about a camper that exploded in Old Orchard Beach over the weekend. Investigators say 2 women from Massachusetts died on Sunday from their injuries.
They've identified those women as 58-year-old Alicia Ventura Large and 57-year-old Nancy Pilsch. The fire marshal and local first responders held a brief news conference this afternoon. News Center's Pearl Small joins us live with the latest. Pearl?
Chris and Bailey, investigators say the 2 women were staying in a camper on the campground, and at some point on Saturday, they described smelling like a garlicky scent inside the camper. And then in order to try to mask the scent, one of the women then went to go light a candle. But because investigators believe the scent was really coming from a propane leak, it then caused an explosion. Now, the fire marshal doesn't believe that there is any criminal activity involved at this point. He said while the investigation is still in the preliminary phase, they think they're looking at 2 possible causes: system failure from an appliance that was leaking propane, or the second possibility, which is that there was a knob on the stove that was switched into an on position. Old Orchard Beach's fire chief says they were able to contain the fire to just the individual camper, but the incident has still shaken the local community, especially the campground's visitors.
We're a small community. The campground that this occurred in, my impression is that those people come back year after year and they know their neighbors, so it impacts them, it impacts us, it impacts the community as a whole, just because, you know, we've experienced a tragedy and it affects everybody.
Now, one thing Fire Marshal Sean Esler said the community can and should take away from this incident is an important safety reminder.
While we don't always want to use a tragedy to spread a message, it's incredibly important that if you have a propane or natural gas appliance in your household, that you invest in a gas detector. That will give early notification of a gas leak and allow folks to get outside as soon as possible.
Esler also said if you do start to smell something like rotten eggs or garlic, you should leave your home right away and immediately call your local fire department. Chris and Bailey?
All right, Pearl Small live in Old Orchard Beach tonight. Thanks to you.